In this video I'm going to demonstrate you a new primer which is by Rimmel, and it's the Fix and Perfecting Primer. Now this primer is supposed to smoothen your texture, to give you a mattifying and at the same time a brightening effect, which is very interesting. And it also will help you with your surface, which you can then later on use alone or under makeup to get the best finish. Now what I personally find really interesting about this primer is that because it's a smoothing primer, most of them have a thicker texture, but this one has a moisturizing-like feeling, which makes blending it into the skin so easy. Now, there's one main drawback that I personally have, in my opinion, and this is the fragrance, like the perfume that's in it. I'm a person that doesn't mind perfume, as long as it's not where I believe is breaking me out, but this one has a very strong scent that if you're going to apply this one all over your face, you don't need to use any other perfumes on your body because this will do everything for you. This can also be very strong for some people, and other people might not like it and prefer something that's fragrance free. Now, to be honest, I don't know if fragrance is always causing the breakouts, because I recently tried the Bunny Cream. The moisturizer is free of everything, also fragrance, and I did still get breakout from it. So when it comes to the scent, I like it if it smells good, but this one is definitely too strong. So I definitely also would recommend using less if you want to apply it. Now I'm also going to show you now, especially also on my T-zone, how it will smoothen the texture, as this is where I have my problematic area compared to the rest of my face. And I'm just going to use a tiny bit on my finger and then blending it into the skin. Now I mainly like to focus it right here and also over the nose. And I only use primers if I directly can see a benefit. And with this one, I definitely can feel it, especially on those areas right here. And I'm not really using it all over the face, just because I feel like I don't need to use it all over the face, just mainly right here. And it feels smoother. It also kind of feels moisturizing at the same time, but I don't really get the claim that it's going to mattify and brighten your face at the same time. This is just like a weird thing. I just believe that the smoothing does a great job. It feels good on the skin, and it also is very easy to blend into the skin, which is very handy to use. And you could use this one now on its own if you like the finish of it, if you have a little bit more textured skin, but you also could go ahead and add a BB cream or light foundation on top. Now I'm also going to add a bit of foundation to the area where I've used the primer. And I also definitely would recommend you that you're going to give the primer a bit of time to really sink into the skin before applying the foundation or BB cream, whatever you personally prefer as a light base, and then just slowly build it up. And I definitely can see in the mirror that it gives me a very smooth surface, and that it makes the application quite easy because it has something to slip on. So it's even though it's a smoothing primer, it does give you a bit of that slip if you're going to apply a BB cream or foundation on top. And I clearly can see that it just looks much evener, and that for some reason, as I also believe it's because of the smoothing effect, it makes the appearance of my pores a little bit smaller because of the texture that's normally creating it. And you're going to use a primer on top, it just will give you that smooth and even surface, which I do like a lot because it gives you a very beautiful finish. Just the only drawback is the fragrance, which I'm not a super fan of. If they just would turn it down a tiny bit, I would be okay with it. But otherwise, then I also would go with a fragrance-free version, just because it's much easier to apply, to use, and it's not too much, and you can't really overdo it with the primer if it has perfume in it. So my suggestion is that if you want to give it a go and that you don't mind fragrance, then go ahead, use just a tiny bit of it. You don't need a lot. And so this way you're also able to work it in with the perfume that's in it. Now this is what I wanted to share with you, and also do hope that you enjoyed this little review / demonstration, and if you did so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. Thank you so much for watching. This is an independent channel and I'm buying the products with my own money, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!